What's going on, everybody? Shivers Review here, hitting out with a Black Clover manga chapter 337 spoiler discussion for all you major Clover fans out there. But first thing first, man, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below if you haven't already to be up to date with everything I do on this channel. So this week's spoilers is pretty solid, man. It just gave us confirmation that we all thought and predict that was going to happen in this week's chapter, and which was the confirmation of Asta being sent to the land of the rising sun, which is a pretty cool reveal because we finally get the land of the sun in the Black Clover series. We heard that was Yami's homeland, and Yami's a badass, so we would like to see what one of the most badass characters in Black Clover come from when it comes to his home country. We've seen Laura Pacheco bring up the land of the rising sun in one of the episodes in the anime of Black Clover. So we all had this hype about about the land of the rising sun, and it's finally here in the Black Clover manga. So for the first spoiler panel I have for y'all today is the guy who saved Asta at the end of last week's chapter, and he's talking to Asta, and you see him say, "You got a broken heart, and the person who broke your heart and the man you respect and set your sights on nearly killed you. It's not a pretty sight to behold." And Asta's like, how do you know this? And the guy responds saying, "What I only have to want to see it." So basically saying if he wants to see it, he's going to see it. I'm guessing his ability is if he wants to see a current event or past event or future events of somebody, all he have to do is wish or desire to want to see it, and he sees it. Because this guy gave the whole rundown on what literally happened to Asta like a few minutes ago, or whenever long ago when all these events happened to Asta. He gave him that whole rundown with Asta not even telling him a single word what happened, because Asta literally just woke up like, "Whoa, where am I?" And Asta never told this guy at all. So this guy has to have some ability for where he can see the events, current event or past events or future events of a person. And moving on to the next spoiler panel, we see the guy says to Asta, "My eye also tells me if you go back now, you definitely will not win." And you see Asta is sweating right now because he probably believed that is true, and he's like, well, after the experience he had with Lucius, he know he's probably not ready, so he needs to stay here and train. But once again, going back to this mysterious guy, he literally says that his eye, also what he sees is if Asta goes back, he clearly can't win. So it looked like this guy might have some future clairvoyance or future sight where he could see future events. Because if you remember at the end of last week's chapter of Black Clover, he knew the exact location where Asta was going to be at, and you see him had the dialogue saying, "There you are." So he knew where Asta was going to be at, and he reacted on it, and that's how he was able to save Asta's life, because of his ability. And that's what I believe his abilities are. He can see current, past, or future events of a person, and basically see future events like in the future foresight or clairvoyance type way. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree, or let me know what you think this guy's ability or magic spells or magic attribute is. So moving on to the next spoiler panel I have for y'all, and basically is another character from the land of the rising sun, and it's a girl, and she looks pretty cool, man. I like her design. I see a lot of guys thirsting for her on Twitter and everything. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Every time we see new Black Clover girl, a lot of people are thirsting for her, but it's cool. We got a new character, and she looks dope. I love her design, and she looks like a full-fledged samurai, and this is gonna be good for Asta, because I always been, my one big critique against Asta is he's not a true swordsman. Asta never really fought true swordsmen in the series of Black Clover, and that's why I usually be saying Tanjiro is a better swordsman. If it's a fight between two swordsmen, between sword skill, Tanjiro will win, because Asta is not a true swordsman. He don't have like the years of training under the sword, or the years of training, the feet will have amazing footwork like regular samurai swordsmen will have in feudal Japan and stuff. But now he's in that place, so he can soak up everything like a sponge when it comes to training from these guys and sparring for these guys, and he could be at the end of these 7 days could be a full-fledged swordsman with true masterful swordsman skill, with beautiful footwork, with beautiful sword technique, and we might see an even cooler badass version, a variation of Asta's devil union form. So I'm just so hyped about this arc, Land of the Rising Sun arc for Awesome, man. There's so many possibilities where this can go. And another spoiler panel I have for the Land of the Rising Sun look like it's the cliffhanger panel of this chapter, and you see he's saying this is the land of the sun, and I am Ryuuya, the general of this country. So we got the name reveal of this guy. His name is Ryuuya, and he's the general of the country, which is pretty cool. Cause I think in the Spray Kingdom they went by generals too as well, and I'm guessing because it's not a kingdom or anything like that, they can also use the moniker as generals. Because I think everybody in the between the four kingdoms was actually using their own type of thing, but I think Diamond Kingdom has Shiny General as well. So I'm probably wrong about that, but it's cool to see this guy's a general of this kingdom, a Yami homeland. I would like to know if he's a relative of Yami, or he knows Yami as a friend or acquaintance or a rival or something. I want to know a lot about this character, because he's already super mysterious off the bat by saying he already, because he wanted to see the events that happened to Asta, he was able to see it and gave Asta the whole rundown. And he said, and he basically said, if you go back now, I foresee you losing the fight, whatever fight you're gonna get into, or whatever villain you're fighting, or whatever person you're fighting. I already foresee you losing that fight. And it's just basically saying he got future foresight, which makes sense, because like I said at the end of last week's chapter, he was there when Asta was there. Like, he knew where Asta was going to be at. He knew what the pickup location where Asta was going to be at, where he was able to save Asta's life. So there's a lot of mysteries going around this character, but I can't wait to see and get everything explained. But moving on to the next part of the spoilers, you see Nacht is having a meeting with the rest of the Black Bulls. Basically, I think that's Noel on the right side of him in the panel, and Fenrir on the left side of him in the panel, and you see everybody's like, Asta is dead. And then Nacht responds saying he was mortally wounded and eliminated by spatial magic. Given the circumstances, it's reasonable to assume that he's dead. And you see he says after that, regardless of anyone's feelings, that the fact remains. However, he keeps going into the next spoiler panel. No matter what reality you consider, now unless I see his dead body with my own eyes, I don't believe he is dead. And you see everybody else is saying Asta is for sure not dead. So it's cool to see the Black Bulls come together and just like come out with the conclusion Asta is not dead. They know Asta. They've been with Asta for so long. They know Asta won't be going down like that. And he always at least put up a fight, you know, even though he gets beat down, he always gets back up, and they never even heard he had a chance to get back up and try to fight. Because remember, he used to say in the beginning of the series, not giving up is his magic, and we never got to see the part when he uses not giving up magic right there. So, you know, they probably know Asta's not dead, definitely because they did not see his body to confirm that he's dead. So that's definitely like another good point right there. You know, you don't know somebody dead until you see the body. That's the big rule of anime and manga. If you don't see the body, it's not confirmed dead unless they literally seen the body get erased molecule by molecule right there in front of our faces and stuff like that. But other than that, it was cool to see the Black Bulls together again. We haven't seen them since the hiatus, so it's good to see Vanessa and them, Vanessa in the gang again. So that's pretty much it I got for these spoilers, man. I thought they was pretty good, pretty solid. It's cool to see. We got the Land of the Rising Sun arc going on for Asta. Can't wait for all the crazy zaniness that's about to happen over there. Can't wait to see all the training the Black Bulls are gonna go through for the 7 days of judgment. Getting ready for that, going against Lucius and his paladins. So a lot of good stuff to look forward to in this week's chapter, in the future arc of in this future events of Black Clover. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm Shivers Review. Stay safe, stay healthy wherever you are, and don't forget to leave a like, comment down below if you haven't already. Comment what you like about these spoilers, comment what you hate about these spoilers, comment what you think about what's going to happen in this week's chapter or next week's chapter of Black Clover, so I can go into the comment section. We can have a discussion about these pretty cool spoilers. But that's pretty much it, everybody. And once again, thanks for everybody who supported my spoiler discussion for last week's chapter Black Clover. I did amazing. I had 1,000 views, over 30 something likes, and a lot of comments. I truly appreciate it, and the support y'all gave for my last week's chapter review of Black Clover. So thank y'all for just y'all overall support of my content last week, man. Y'all did great, an amazing job, and I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward to keep making content for y'all guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. So stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, see y'all later. Shivers Ryu out. See y'all later, guys, on Friday when the chapter drops. Deuces.